How's it going, everyone? College Lefty, and in this video I'm just a little bit confused on the content in MLB The Show 25, and I kind of want to elaborate more on my previous video, so let's go ahead and get right into it. And I want to clarify, I think the content in this year's game has been overall really good, and I am probably going to sound a little bit contradicting in this video, but I don't necessarily know if confused about the content is the best title. I want to say I'm also confused about like the marketing of the content in the game, and that's kind of what I was talking about a little bit in my previous video. If you take a look at the updated schedule, we're probably about to get a Ken Griffey Jr. Retro Lightning Player collection card. Yesterday I got home from work and I completely missed the chase pack Mark McGwire, and I thought that the updated schedule, the asterisks meant Big Mac, so it's probably going to mean the kid, and I meant to talk about that in my previous video, but I wanted to focus more on kind of what I'm explaining in this one. Like, I haven't really completed anything for this Ken Griffey Jr. I hope it's kind of similar to the previous month's collection reward, but if it is Ken Griffey Jr., they might make you collect all of those cards anyway, kind of like how it was with the Carlos Santana. I hope that's not the case. This is what I'm talking about. The Ken Griffey Jr. card should probably be in here, but really we don't know too much about that because there's just the clue on the updated schedule, which I think is good. I think that stuff is fun. But I'm just kind of confused about the marketing in the game. I think we're missing some stuff. Like, when I look at this updated schedule, I really want to explain, like, there's really good content in the game right now, but to me this updated schedule should look a little bit different with the timing of the season right now, right? Like, it's August 2nd when I'm making this video. There's 50 games left of the regular season. We're about to get some postseason stuff. They've released a lot of good stuff later on in this year. Like, they've released a lot of good stuff recently with this Jose Bautista collection, even though I wouldn't necessarily choose a player like Jose Bautista for this type of collection. They also went along with something that was in, real time with Billy Wagner and Dick Allen. I think those collections are really cool. Nick Kurtz in this game has like 4 different cards. I think that's pretty cool. He's a rookie. He had like the best game of all time. I think that's awesome. But I would also expect, other big name guys like Mike Trout, Vladimir Guerrero, and not just Angels players or those guys in particular. The A's have been getting a lot of love, but even when they made this card, like, this card is really good. 125 contact and power, very good card, but they also messed up his vision. I mean, I don't want to point out everything in particular, and I'm also not 100% sure. Like, are you seeing this card in Hall of Fame difficulty or Legend? I would assume probably only All-Star difficulty, but I think it's also a really good option. Like, it's a really good first baseman, but somebody like Mookie Betts, he doesn't have a card. I know he's having a really down year. In years past, they've given him a collection reward, or even Andrew McCutchen a collection reward, even though I didn't necessarily agree with that pick. It was great content. Like, those were really good player items to unlock in this game. Mike Trout, you could argue that his silver card is better than his diamond card. I mean, is better than his live series. I don't really know. Maybe against righties. You wouldn't want to use this card against lefties, but like a 79 overall Mike Trout or an 80 overall Mike Trout, I know he's kind of at the end of his career, right? Like, he hasn't been healthy. I know we've had different versions of Mike Trout like every single year of MLB The Show for like the last 10 years or even longer. But, things like that, I think we're just missing out on a couple of concepts. But when you look at the community marketplace, like when you look at this stuff, these are different guys. These are not typically the players you would see listed here, players that you can buy on the market. I know a lot of other people are also, criticizing this game about the collections and about how you can get some of the best cards in the game. There's a lot of options now, I would say. There's been a lot of options throughout the game cycle. We have the captains. I just think, as I get into this video a little bit more, I'm going to try to point out a few things that I just think we're missing a little bit. And it goes along with the timing of the regular season, right? Like, we got this Rafael Devers card a little bit ago when he was traded to the Giants. We just had a lot of trades during the trade deadline, and that's over now, right? Of course, it ended July 31st. But at the same time, I know they're going to release a program, another New Threads program with like Mason Miller, hopefully Leo Dallas DeVries, and some of these different players that have been traded, like the entire Diamondbacks team and stuff like that. Like, I hope they release some good players. They could also do some type of New Threads Babe Ruth, where, this is one of the most historic trades of all time. They could do something like the Fernando Tatis New Threads and make him a collection, when he was traded from the White Sox to the Padres, stuff like that. Like, I just think that MLB The Show might be missing out on some things, some ideas, pretty creative ideas that they've never really done before. But I also want to point out some good things. Like, this is really cool right here. Ryan Samberg, rest in peace to Ryan Samberg. They gave him a 99 overall Hall of Fame edition. This is stuff that they're working on. I also understand, like, when I'm making this video, they're working on MLB The Show 26. I get that. I understand how these types of things work. But at the same time, I think it's the easiest thing to do in the game is to, like, make cards, right? Like, all you had to do is just make a couple different, flashback or legend home run derby players. We didn't get any of that stuff. We just got the current home run derby cards. I guess that's good too, right? Like, I guess that's a good thing, but we're also missing, like, where's a player in this Cornerstone collection? I think this is a really cool card series. I think it's a very cool card type, but why do we not have, like, a David Wright right here in this for a collection reward? David Wright was known for the Mets, or some type of Derek Jeter. Right, like Derek Jeter has a 94 card. David Wright has an 85 card. I think David Wright would make sense. But either way, we have this 20th anniversary series, and we don't have any cards to go along with it since Honus Wagner. Like, this Honus Wagner is really good. Won me a lot of stubs in Diamond Quest. Probably right now, just side note, Conquest is probably the best way to make stubs. Playing the draft one. I think the draft content is really good as well. But just kind of throwing some things out there. I think we're missing the Negro Leagues collection for 99 Cool Papa Bell. I think it would be really cool right now to use a two-way starting pitcher that is also a switch hitter with speed that you can plug in at first base, plug in the outfield. And believe me, I understand that these are also things that they're going to add into the game. Like, I've been on track with a lot of different things. When you look at these players in the game, I completely missed the Mark McGwire yesterday, of course. But like Jimmy Rollins, Torrey Hunter, Michael Harris, Tyler Glasnow, those cards are good. Those cards are not typically players we would see to be, some of the better cards right now, some of the better options. People are probably using a lot of those guys, right, on their ranked season squad. I think it's a little bit disappointing for Weekend Classic not to be going on, but I understand things happen. But I mean, people were looking forward to that. There's not as much incentive to play ranked right now. I think there could be a lot of potential for some brand new content. Some of these ideas that I'm mentioning here in this video, I know they're going to release it, but at the same time, like, we have the end of the season coming up, the postseason, there's going to be programs for that. I just think that this updated schedule should probably look a little bit different with some things that are going to hype the community up and cause the game to be trending. And I don't really think it's bad for me to say this stuff. Like, if you look at the social media page, the most recent tweets are about the outfield assist program for Eric Davis and David Justice. Mark McGwire's not on this home page here. And they also just tweeted something out about the challenge of the week stuff. Like, that's cool. That stuff is really good. But, like, is that what we're talking about right now? 100 games into the season, 110 games into the season, 50 games left, where your game's 5 months in. I don't really think we should be giving up on marketing the game or marketing some of these really good ideas, but that's just my opinion. Anyway, I'm College Lefty, and I hope you all enjoyed. I think the game's really good. I've enjoyed it. I like the content. I've taken a little bit of a break. You guys are right. Nothing is going to cause somebody to only play this game. People are going to do what they want to anyway. I've been playing other games. I've been playing college football. I'm not going to play Madden, but I'm going to play both college football and this game. And I'm going to make content on this game. I'm going back to work. I'm going to be more busy. And I know I'm not going to get all this stuff in MLB The Show 25, but I still want the best for the game and for the community. Until next time, peace out.